Make sure y'all can hear me. I think y'all can hear me. Okay. Um, make sure we good here. Um, I'm just trying something new. Um, just increasing my I would say my like reach in terms of like going over like multiple. I'm doing other like you know what I'm saying socials that I ain't really done before because I just want to whatever I got to say I want to say it everywhere. So we're gonna be going live on supposed to be live on Instagram right now and make sure TikTok. I don't know how I can check if TikTok is live. Make sure my TikTok. There's no really way of showing if my TikTok is live, which is live. It says it is. It says it is live. Mm, okay, but I just wanted to take this time because I've been getting a lot of like pushback, and I just want to sit here and just because and I've been meaning it, with aggression, and that's bad on me. I gotta start just being low. You know what I'm saying? Let me be more open and just listen to people conversation. But the title of the stream is like we're gonna talk about a certain someone, and we're gonna talk about. Let me go on and just show it so people can know what we're talking about. We coming in. Ooh, we got two of them up. Remove one of them. Let's talk about Jaydon Blue. Um, let's talk about Jaydon Blue. It says it's streaming. It's okay. This how I can monitor it. It says I'm okay. It says I'm good. Okay. It's got to be a way where I can see and I can read comments and stuff like that. For this is my first time building a plane while I'm in the sky. Building a plane while I'm in the sky. All right, now we got everybody in here. Let's talk about Jaydon Blue because everyone did not, it got a lot of different, what I'm saying, pushback on that video, and I wanted to give a chance for everyone to come and state their case um on it. You know what I'm saying, and because let's just be fair. It's morning time. I had my breakfast. Need coffee, but before I just want to give everyone because I made a video on and I stated that Jaydon Blue is not the running back two for the Dallas Cowboys, right? And people there was people who were not angry at that. So I just want to hear your case right now because I gave my case in the video and I'll restate it. The reason why I don't think Jaydon Blue and he's a running back two is because one, he clearly does not fit the offense. Clearly doesn't fit the offense. You know what? I got everything right here, right now. I can show everybody this. Okay, and I'm gonna show you something today because like a lot of y'all don't have me on certain things. So y'all don't have me on on Twitter or such. Um, so when I bring up certain cases to y'all not understanding because y'all not seeing it. So now that I'm in my home studio, I can just sit down and I can show y'all the research and why I can like further point out my case on this. You won't be, what I'm saying, caught off guard. For one, he does not fit your coach, and I have been saying this for the longest, man. And it's not because it's not my inner tuitions, it's not my inner desires, it's not what I preferably to see. I've done the research. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell it. I just got a football intuition, and it made me look into it. One is because I'm a former lineman, I could tell about a blocking scheme, what running back fits said blocking scheme. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Here we go. This is perfect. Let me go back. How bad? Okay. I'm just let me double check and make sure because I see people coming in from all the other ones. All right. So this is my main reason why, and I think I made a video on it. It didn't get as much love, so y'all probably didn't see it, but I did make a video on it showing it. Putting my thoughts together, but since it wasn't like a popular topic, people weren't going to what's the name it. So if you haven't already, make sure to. It's not allowed, really. Mm. Okay, well then I'm gonna just take a screenshot and I'm gonna show y'all. Since Restream want to be out of ordinary, we're gonna do screenshots at a time. We're gonna find a way around it. I'm gonna always re-engineer this whole situation because I got time today. All right, and this is just an image. This is just an image from the gallery. Boom, give me my image. All right, make this big. Oh man, it's too big. Okay, you can't see it. Let me see if y'all can really see it. They gotta have a way where you can edit this, man. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just do it like by that at a time. So, and I'm gonna go through the entire history. Look how football works. And I know people think it's just like, okay, they're a coach. They should be able to, you know what I'm saying, bend their scheme. You know what I'm saying? Um, and if you're coming in, just double tap, bro, for me. How football works. When you start out as a lowly coach, but you're inspired along the way. And once you've been inspired and you got what you got, usually, usually, as you move from place to place, yes, you have your scheme, but there's a personnel that you like every single time to fit that scheme. And coaches show traces of it. If you want to know what the coach is finna run, they show there's clues in their history. There's clues of success. They leave clues of success behind them. But the thing is, with Brian Schottenheimer, his clues are giant as day. Now, I got right here, and it's not really shown, really hate it. That I can't really move this over or nothing like that. Make sure I can't share screen. You sure I can't share screen? Am I sharing the screen? Okay, yeah. Let me remove this. Let's make this bigger so y'all can see it. Let me try. What did this do? It just does not want to look right. All I needed to do was just move over. That's crazy. All right, what did backing out do? Backing out is better. Backing out is much better. So yeah, I can see the full tweet. Okay, so like here, I got the origin of Marty Ball. Marty Schottenheimer's dad, which is Brian Schottenheimer's dad. Okay, the infamous run the damn football. The one thing that when I was looking at their history, and I gotta, and this is my case. This is what I'm showing y'all is the type of running backs. Look at this right here. It's a little blurry, but look at this. Marty Schottenheimer, way back when he was coaching the Cleveland Browns, Kevin Mack was his starting back, 6', 225. Ernest Biner, 5'11, 215. Going to Kansas City. Christian Okoye, they call him the Nigerian Nightmare back in the day. 6'1, 253. That's a big ass MF. Barry Word, 6', 220. And then the Hall of Famer, y'all know Marcus Allen, 210. That was a great running back right there. Let me move down. Washington, even in his stint in Washington, he had a running back, Stephen Davis, 6 foot 230. He ran for 1,400 yards that year. He was going crazy. 5.0 yards per carry, 5 yards per carry. Okay. Then here it is. This is when Marty Ball was at his peak. This is the peak of Martin Schottenheimer. Martin Schottenheimer was the coach when LT was in the league. LaDainian Tomlinson, who is a bigger back. He's a balanced back. You know what I'm saying? 5'10", 215, but he also spelled him with power. You know what I'm saying? Spelled balance with power, and that was 5'10", 237. Bro, he ran LT. This is during 2006 when LT won MVP. Physical up front, RB as an engine. Okay, that is Marty Schottenheimer. I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure y'all can see everything. You feel me? I just need this for y'all to see. There's a lot of people. We got TikTok live with us today. I can't really see their comments. Are they comments coming in? Live chat. Let me say something. Okay. Okay, I mean, they're just not commenting yet. It's probably my first time on. Appreciate everybody on Instagram. I see y'all. Okay. Now, that's the dad. What did Brian do? Saying he took what he got from his dad, and bro, like I'm telling you, your inspiration is who you are. You feel me? Your inspiration is who you are. Thomas Jones was 212 pounds with the Jets. Sean Green, 233 pounds. Y'all remember from the Rams? He was the OC of the Rams. Steven Jackson, 240. Zach Stacy, 216. At Georgia, Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb at Georgia. This is when the Georgia was running. And he had Sonny Michel. Seahawks, he had Chris Carson and Carlos Hyde. And now with the Cowboys, it's Javonte Williams, 220. 220. So I wanted to just highlight this because it's showing that that he likes his big backs. Like, so when he came to the quote this week, right? The quote this week, they asked him what draw you in to Javonte Williams. He said it was the ability to get yards after contact. Yards after contact is big with him. And then he said, I like big backs. And he said it in a way as he was singing the song from Sir Mix-a-Lot, you know what I'm saying? When just, I like big butts. You know what I'm saying? He was saying it like that. Like he literally made a pop reference to that. But when you look at his history, you can see why he likes the bigger backs. So this is the problem with Cowboy Nation. I was naming you with him and his dad when it was the RB1 and the RB2. See, the RB2 is very important, okay? And I know people are like, oh, Lou, it's we need the speed also, Lou. We need the speed, lightning and thunder. But I just read you the history. That's not what that's not what he does. He does thunder and thunder. Get Right says, Shotty likes big backs, no doubt. Do you think Maffa has a shot theme? Here's my problem with that. I mean, I'm just because I think me saying it, I'm gonna just make it a habit to show y'all that. Can I do that? Can I show y'all? That's out. Because I'm gonna show you. I'm glad people are asking about with Maffa and everything like that. Just asked. the past 2 weeks. Because he was asked about Maffa. He was like, Maffa was doing well in terms of injury, but he feels like we can get help from the outside. And I'm going to pull up that article so I can show y'all. Okay. No, that's not elsewhere. I got, because it was done. I'm gonna find it today. I just need to bridge this gap for y'all. Because there's it was a press conference, and they asked him about like how like. It's Moth. Okay, let me just read your comments while I put them up. He says, "Good morning." He said, "Luke, I don't mind having multiple bruises in the backfield. Unfortunately, the dynamic isn't available on the roster right now. Who would?" See, that's the thing. Like, see, so I was pushing to get somebody like highly in here, that, like I wanted Kamara. Kamara is not necessarily a bruiser, but he fits the LT mode of the balance back. And his dad also had a balance back in the day, which was it was Marcus Allen, the Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? So like we need to change our. Here's the thing when we're looking at these running backs. I know I'm saying bruiser. We just need to not be suggesting scat backs. You know what I'm saying? Like going with speed, because that's obviously not what he's looking for. You feel me? And I don't think I want quality. We need to make sure it's quality. We just need to think in the mindset of when we suggested. Remember when we played in 2018 and we got whooped by the Rams? It wasn't Todd Gurley. It was what remember that whooped us. It was the running back they got off the street and CJ Henderson, and they rushed for almost 300 yards on us. We need to find, if we can't find none in the deadline, we need something like that. Like I think Devon Achane, in my opinion, will be perfect. My dream is I want to knock this out the bud, because I love what Shotty is doing right now, and I want to find somebody that I want to find a nice young back. So my dream trade scenario for the Cowboys, they said they're looking at the Jets and everything like that. I would love for them to trade from the Jets. I would love Braylon Allen, even though he's not healthy right now. There's no rule, and I looked it up. There's no rule that states that he has to be healthy for us to trade him. We just have to agree that he's not going to pass the physical. I just need the guy on the roster. You know what I'm saying? I just need the guy on the roster. And or another perfect guy I would go get is what's his name? I like Ollie Gordon. Like how untouchable is Ollie Gordon to the you know what I'm saying? From the Dolphins. I think like these are like some moves no one is thinking about, but we know is going to. I think the team we need to be trading with and probably getting a 2-for-1 is the Dolphins. Salute, Ant, bro. Man, we was praying for you, man. I'm so glad to hear you okay, man. For the that car accident, man, you had, bro. I'm glad to hear you was okay, man. Make sure to tell everybody, tell Ant, man. We glad you here, bro. Man. Salute. Okay, I got some. Let's get Kamara. So yeah, I wanted Kamara. I thought Kamara would be perfect. Kamara is the perfect, blend. But problem is Kamara ass want to be comfortable in the goddamn. So everybody want to be comfortable on their sorry ass team this year. You feel me? You said Packers or Steelers from the TikTok. He said Packers or Steelers. Talking about like who's better? I think the Packers are good. Would you trade away Pittman for JCM? Talking about Michael Pittman from the Colts. Ain't no Colts channel over here. Eric's okay. I'm gonna go to Instagram. Hope the corners. Blue hasn't gotten a. So see, Eric. So here's my thing. This is where I'm finna fight y'all on this. This is where the fight got to come in. Blue has gotten the reps. We have seen enough reps from Blue. What I'm telling you is not something of Blue's ability. I'm not trying to get him off my team. I am saying the role he is now, I've seen enough to know that he cannot fill the role that Schottenheimer needs from him. That's what I'm saying. I am saying RB1 and RB2 has to be the two people who will get the majority of the carries. And in Schottenheimer's offense, he prefers guys with power. He prefers guys who can get something. He wants something out after contact. Blue offers you absolutely nothing out, after the contact. He is not a after the contact type of runner. And I feel like this is one of the biggest needs in the Cowboys right now at RB2. People will not admit it, but it is because the two main reasons I always bring it up. Javonte Williams is having a great year, but he's also he's coming off an injury, and he's a physical type archetype. We have no insurance. Would you buy anything of it that's expensive that you value without any insurance? I would say this is the only weakness of the Dallas Cowboys offense right now, even being the number one offense is. And I think it's a giant weakness that we need. It wouldn't even take that much to address. I would appreciate if you address it, with some value, because you can have something in here, but to ignore it and say we just good, we're number one offense, I think that is very unwise of us to do. Very unwise, especially knowing what's been going on with the offense anyway. All the injuries this year have been happening on the offense. You know what I'm saying? If Javonte Williams go down, this offense takes a big hit. And who's to say it won't happen? We have to be ready. And this man down here on this screen, I'll tell y'all right now, because y'all talking about he ain't got enough reps, he will not be able to keep the mantle of what Javonte Williams is doing right now. And people are saying, well, just you need to get him out on the edges, you know what I'm saying? Get him in space and everything like that. I agree. But if we're doing that, you're not an RB2. You are a sub-package player. Like, that's literally how football works. The backup, if I don't have to change anything from what I'm in base, my philosophy of what I hope to accomplish, if I got to change the entire makeup of that, I have to build a sub-package for you. You know what I'm saying? And that's not conducive. Shout out Jangly Echoes, crazy name, for 199. He says Shotty was right to scratch Blue for 3+ weeks. So this is my thing. This is what I was arguing with people who were saying we haven't seen enough of Blue. And I knew y'all was gonna do this when we eventually would see Blue. I eventually knew once he would get here, y'all gonna be like, oh, he ain't getting enough carries. Here's the facts right here. It took him 4 weeks to get activated. It took somebody else getting hurt for him to get activated, right? These are legit facts. Then here's a big thing y'all won't admit. Here's the thing y'all won't admit. He played 3 games. 2 of them games been legit blowouts, and he still didn't eclipse double digits in carries. What does that tell you? I'm talking about we're blowing teams out. Y'all saw the Washington game. We were blowing the dog water socks off them, man. And he's still not getting carries? Still, I'm talking about 4-minute offense. Jaydon Daniels is out. It's clear as day they're not going to come back. And Blue is still not getting carries. That tells me when Shotty goes to the podium and say, "I like big backs," bruh, take that information what you will. If you talk about, oh, he just need more, no, you're trying to push something onto him that it's not conducive. That's not what he wants. And we have to respect what Shotty is doing because he's the one with the number one offense. He's the one with the number. We do not know more than him right now. We do not know his offense more than him right now. He's the one with the number one offense. He's the one with the most efficient rushing attack in the league. And he's the one that he's got this entire, he's the one that got us firing on all cylinders right now. This is the equivalent of him being a chef of a 5-star restaurant and you walking up in here from the street, bringing all the dust and everything like that, saying, listen, man, you need to keep them chicken nuggets on the menu. Listen, man, you need to add some sugar to that. You need, instead of putting sugar on the spaghetti, you need to put salt. Who are you? I'm the chef. And what I've been doing has been good, man. Like I got 5 Michelin stars. You hired me for my meal. You didn't hire me for me to cook your favorite meal. You hired Schottenheimer for him to run his offense. Do not try to change that. That is the mistake that front offices make countlessly. No one knows his scheme more than him. No one. I swear to God, even with my football acumen, yes, I know it's a blend of power and West Coast. I can put it in a box, but I'm telling you right now, no one knows their scheme more than the coach. Because when you're learning a scheme, it's more than X's and O's. It's about the why. And once you understand the why of why he's play calling, then you understand how he likes to attack team. And no one knows that more than Schottenheimer himself. No one knows that. So this is why this is ultra important. Because when the chef is in there cooking and we got Thanksgiving around the corner, I'm a big MF. You feel me? I want to eat good. Listen, I want to shut up and I want to be shutting up while I'm eating the food. If the food is good, close your damn mouth. Period. Don't ask me for no suggestions or nothing like that. We all know that, bro. So this is why I'm saying. Eric said blue is more of a catching RB. Politics are. Yeah, see, Eric. So this is the thing. I don't want to get rid of blue. I'm just saying he's not an RB2. I think he's an RB3. That's it. I think, and y'all say he needs more reps. I don't think he needs more reps than what he's getting right now. I think 5 to 6, 7 touches in this offense, this is all he needs. Now, if this was McCarthy's or like if we had like an air raid offense, sure, I would say, man, let Blue get in there because we trying to spread up the entire team. You know, we do that, but this offense is not meant to produce. You know what I'm saying? Space. Give him space to no. This offense is about uprooting and isolating players. And like I said, the run scheme provides the yards before contact. That's why Shotty wants his backs to have great yards after contact. It's not going to be perfect every time. It's built for power. Thank you, Jay Tuck. I see you. I'm just my first time doing this on TikTok, bro. I did not know they need a. Why do I have Restream if they're not even gonna show all the chats in Restream? Bro, this is ghetto, bro. And as an engineer, bro, this is very nerve-wracking to me. When everything is not like efficient and conducive, this is very nerve-wracking to me. You feel me? This system is built for power. I don't think y'all understand that when I say that. Like you are y'all watching? Are y'all watching the games? I know, bro. Hey, look. I went out last week. You know what I'm saying, with my wife and some friends to watch the game. I understand when you just drink, you know what I'm saying, get some good food, you just watching the ball. I understand. I have my casual eyes too, but you can see, bro, like we be mauling shit up in front, bro. And Javonte, bro, dog, I knew we was finna have a good run today. Because didn't he run over like Sanders Steele or something, like the cornerback? He like on the first drive, like ran him completely over. You feel me? Ran him over because the scheme is going right at the defense. It's not let's get him out to the edge and let's beat him to the edge. Let's outflank. There's elements of that in there, but the philosophy and the DNA within our scheme, which make us our identity. We have an identity. Our identity is power. And in order for my coach to feel that vision, because I'm telling y'all what he wants to do. He wants to beat down on defenses. Y'all ever watch boxing? You know what I'm saying? I know everybody be wanting to see the knockouts. Y'all ever seen, you know, those long drawn out fights where you just wearing down on your opponent, beating him in his chest, and when he comes to the last round, he can't recover back to where he's from. Y'all play the boxing game online where you getting your ass whooped and that stamina bar is like all the way like this. That's what Shotty is trying to do to every defense we go out there. He's trying to have everybody stamina bar like this. You don't. People think you can do this by running away from them. No, bro. This is a physical thing. The only way you're gonna get somebody bar like this, the only way you're gonna be able to get Chris Jones bar like this, Aiden Hutchinson bar like this, who we playing this, Nick Benito bar like this, and if you're going to punch him in his shit every fucking play, you gotta go punch him in his shit every fucking play. And that's what Shotty is trying to do. Because when we're doing that, if we punching you in your shit, and we got killers on the outside too. Like, bro, that y'all wonder how that game went open? Sanders still got his ass ran over by Williams. Then he gotta wake up, dust the damn, you know what I'm saying, the turf out his eye, and wake up and look at and constantly hear that chirping of George Pickens. Y'all saw George Pickens. George Pickens like, yeah, I do that to you. Gotta hear that shit. That's what we trying to. That's winning a battle on all fronts. I'm punching you in your shit. Then you gotta wake up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're not in Kansas anymore, bro. Like you gotta wake up. Oh, I gotta. You know what I'm saying? I gotta guard. Damn, I gotta guard George Pickens now. He talking shit all game. Hell yeah, that's what we're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to do. And I feel Cowboy Nation, we cannot get in the way of that. Blue does not. I think somebody asked, do we stash Blue? No, do not stash Blue. Blue has a role here. You know what's Blue's role here? Hey, Shotty, stop doing that shit. That bullshit that got CD hurt. That zone shit and putting him in the backfield. Stop doing that shit. I'm gonna fly to the game if I see that shit again. That shit like that. Put Blue out there and do that. Is Jaydon Blue a start this week? You talking about fantasy? I ain't gonna lie. As far as fantasy goes, I wouldn't start Jaydon Blue. But if you talking about starting running back, hell no. Hell no. But it's the wrong defense to be doing that. Shit, I was gonna do a damn stream of breaking down the game. I might well break down the game right now. Fuck that. It should be a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? He said, if you're coming in, man, just double tap. I'm trying to go through and you know what I'm saying. What about Mafa? That's what I'm saying. I was pulling up the article. Article there. He was asked this week. They asked him, I keep asking people in here. I think it's more of it was in a press conference. I got a clip out the press conference. I got to get on my boss shit. I know boss got it because he showed it when he was. They asked him about when. So how do you feel about the situation with Mafa? And how's he progressing his injury? He's like, Mafa's doing good. He's coming every day to compete. And I love his work ethic. But I feel like the solution is elsewhere. I quote. He said, "Oh, I feel the solution is elsewhere." What does that tell me? I think Mafa's a stash. I like, you know what I'm saying? That's just me. Like, I know people. Oh, what about Mafa? Here's my thing. I don't think Mafa's hurt. Just like last year when what's his name? What's the backup left tackle name? I'm blanking on his name. Why am I blanking on his name? Thomas? Is Thomas? Oh, it's been a long morning. Thomas wasn't hurt all year last year either, but he was stashed to get better. You feel me? To get stronger. I think Mafa has the ability to be that, but I don't think Mafa, because when I watched this film come out of Clemson, he was not a power back. He's built like a power guy, more like a balanced guy. But in order, we gotta instill that old junior year, sophomore year Mafa back in here. Nate Thomas, appreciate it. Get right, get left. I appreciate it, man. I've been seeing your comments too, bro. I think that's the situation we're going with Mafa. That's the Nate Thomas red shirt year right now. You know what I'm saying? Type of thing. That's my theory. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to build Mafa's strength back up. You feel me? We need to build that back up in his shoulder and everything like that. Because like people, and my uncle was he liked Mafa during the game. I really didn't. I liked his burst and everything like that. But let me tell you what reason why I didn't like Mafa. Because I knew what the scheme was going to be. The reason why I didn't like Mafa because he was scooting through the holes and trying to avoid the contact. You know what I'm saying? Getting skinny and everything like that. And I don't think that's what Shotty's looking for it. So I think Maffa, if he wants to, Maffa wants to really succeed in this and to really overtake it, he needs to go back and just be, real high and tight. Not you know what I'm saying? But the way he was like avoiding hits, standing straight up, you know what I'm saying, trying to scoot out the way. No, like, no, bro, you 6'2", 230 in a Schottenheimer's old school Schottenheimer scheme. You got to stay in there, bro. Like I would love to go to a practice, and y'all know there's a running back drill that has like a bunch of like it's like a bunch of resistant like pads, and it's good for running backs to go in there and run it with power, like through contact. You know what I'm saying? I wanted what Maffa looks like in that drill, because seeing how he was doing, you know what I'm saying, in the preseason game, and he was running. He had some bursts. I'm telling you that he had some bursts. I just felt like he was really like trying to avoid it, like he was, you know what I'm saying, Aang. He was like a damn airbender. Y'all know, you know what I'm saying. Y'all probably don't even watch Avatar. Avatar, you know what I'm saying? The air nomads, they move like a leaf to avoid. That's how I feel like Maffa is. When Shotty wants some earthbenders. He wants some. You gonna have to stand and take the hit. You know what I'm saying? You know, like he wants power. But no, there is a role for him. I think somebody else said something. Let me see. He actually did start that. Go back, watch the Colts versus the Broncos. Start. You said start what? Start what, Eric? I'm gonna come back to you. I'm just going over through my bad. This that sick motherfucker. I've been playing. Hey, I ain't been on the Xbox in a while. What's good, sick? He said, "Dream, Billy. You better miss the." Hey, yeah, but can you say happy birthday, Blake? Y'all be on BS, bro. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure, because y'all be. One dude told me to say happy birthday, and it said something else, dog. You feel me? He does like a small back sometimes. Yeah, he runs like a small back sometimes. Yeah, like we bro, we just need to add somebody. Just add somebody in here. Go get Ollie Gordon. You know what I'm saying? Go trade for some money. Do something. But let's talk about trade targets, because let's do that, because I was gonna make a video on this. That's gonna probably be my next video. I'm working on this entire week. The Cowboys desperately need to make a trade, and I'm tired of people saying like, "Oh, we need to win this game so they can really get active." Man, get active now. You feel me? Get active now. Oh, my bad. Did I miss a super chat? Okay, PJ said $5. He said, "Keep doing your thing. Love your content. Appreciate it, dog." Zachary said for $5, out there are out 3 running back trades for the Cowboys: Zach Charbonnet, Zamir White, Brees Hall. I'll take anything I can get, but honestly, Brees Hall is more of a scat back, but I feel like he could play with some power. But I just take anything I can get right at this moment, because I can tell they're meeting with resistance. And here, so yeah, let me state this, because a lot of people don't believe that. They was like, okay, if he didn't fit Shotty, why did we draft him? First of all, there was the CBS article. Oh, okay. All right, here's the perfect. I'm gonna show y'all. So let me show y'all something. And like I said, shout out to Boss, because he is the content. People like J Tuck and Boss, they are such inspirations to me. I ain't gonna lie. But Boss that boy is a litigator, and J Tuck will tell you that boy. I'm telling you right now, you know what I'm saying, for his profession, he should have been a damn lawyer. he should have for his day job, he should have been a damn lawyer. I'm gonna be honest with you. He should have been a MF and lawyer. Because he will find it and he will put it together. You feel me? Let me show y'all. Where is it? Oh, right here. Okay. So let me see if y'all can see it. Let me make it full screen. Of course it's not. Let me. Stupid ads. Let me see if y'all can see. It's just too. And it's damn near what's the name? Man? That's crazy. I don't know why they do. They need a crop. They need a crop. Or maybe if what if I make it? I know what I can do. Make it like this. Okay, I'm gonna just you want to really squint if y'all on your phone. Right here, there's a CBS. CBS. Read the wording. So I showed you the history already. What would it look like if I remove this? Is this too much? Too much. Let me add this back so we can push it up. Image. All right. So I can do this. All right, now it's perfect. Okay, y'all can't read, but I'm gonna highlight. I'm gonna show you. So it is a CBS article. This is from after we made the Jaydon blue pick. I showed you the history of how it's clear as day that him and his dad got the same archetype of running back. But listen to this. Cowboys vice president and personnel banged the table for almost a week before the draft. Banged the table for almost a week behind the draft began. The draft even began because of Blues 4.38 speed. Use the adjective explosive 5 times when explaining his selection. Whose selection? His selection. That's who made the pick. That's who made the pick. So, and this is not a Will McClay. I just want to show y'all because most people don't believe. Why would they ever pick players don't fit shoddy? It happens all the time, actually. It happens all the time. All the time. All the time. You feel me? Listen. And they'll put it out here, bro. If you let people talk enough, they'll tell you their whole life story. This is why. This happened before, man. Like this, we're seeing it right now with the Cleveland Browns. They took Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. Usually, when it's two selections being made of two completely different archetypes, there's a divide within the office. There's a divide within the office. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. So Lou, can they make a? Can it? Would they make a selection even without consoling or yes? Because this is when exactly, boom. And I'm gonna get to your super chat, bro. I appreciate the super chat. The big 20. Let me get to this first. Hey, bro, I thought what you're talking about. Y'all gonna be as big as Law and Vach with what you spitting. You got a clear mind and articulate way. You make reasonable points. You know about. I appreciate it, man. Jangling echoes, man. I appreciate that, man. That's words, man. But Dave, that keeps me going for real. Whereas you know what I'm saying, I really appreciate that. Let me go back to Cameo. Boom. Will made the Mozzie pick too. Say it again. Will made the Mozzie pick also. That was another pick that was clear as day that when you look back at it, who did he fit? Who did he fit? Who did he fit? He didn't fit Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn loves the same defensive lineman we doing right now that shoot up the field, get up, you know what I'm saying? Bursty type defensive tackles. So I'm just showing you this. Like I'm showing you, I want to show this to refute the fact because people don't believe, for one, that selections don't get made without the head coach's approval. No, it happens all the time. And there's actually people who believe that. And there's people who respect that believe it. I'm gonna say his name. I don't like that Brian Broaddus, and I think Jeff Kavanaugh, if I ever met them to their face, I would actually say that. I said this is a very flawed statement. Because they believe, and I know what Brian Broaddus, he says it because he's literally a former scout of the Dallas Cowboys. And he's a former scout of the Packers. And he has this saying. He thinks that let the scouters scout and let the players coach. He doesn't believe that the coach should have too much influence on the roster. And I believe Kavanaugh, if I met them, and I will actually, I want to say fight. I will have a strong, this argument on it, and I will bring facts and everything like that to show them why, like we got to see from every angle. You feel me? This, and like I said, Brian Broaddus, he believes that as a scout. Basically, whatever I bring you is my job. You tell me your scheme and everything like that, and I'll bring you players within your scheme and how it looks. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that. Matter of fact, I don't believe that wholeheartedly, man. Let me remove this shit. We ain't. I don't believe that at all. That is a very flawed. That is a very flawed way of thinking, and that's what's hurting our Cowboys right now. That statement is hurting our Cowboys right now because I just went over it. I just went over it. No one knows my scheme better than me. You don't. So you think I tell you I want a 4-3 hybrid, and you just bringing me any type of hybrid DN? You don't know the nuances I look for in my hybrid DNs. I'm the one who's working the drills every day. I'm the one who's formulating the game plan every day. I'm the one who's I am hands-on with this. I am hands-on with. If I'm a chef and I said I'm making a pastry, I'm making a croissant, and I only use Perigold butter. Don't bring me no motherfucking margarine. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You can, hey man, you can make do with margarine, you know what I'm saying? You know, like it was 2 for $1 down at, what did I tell your ass to get? You said Perigold, and I looked at it, and it was $8 a stick in the margarine, but it was on sale for 2 for $3. You know what I'm saying? I got 10 of them for the house. What the fuck did I tell you to get? See, people always want to criticize of them because they think it's just small because of the ingredients, but they don't understand a change in the recipe will be the result of the final product of what's being baked or what's being cooked. It can really affect it. I dare y'all to try it at your house. Try cooking something with some Perigold butter versus cooking it with margarine. See how there's a difference. I'm not saying it's just quality. I'm just saying if the chef say he want a certain type and he mentioning brands to you and he giving you a backup brand, you need to respect it and go get that because nobody knows this recipe more than him. Why would you feel like you know more than him? This is a prime example why you don't know more than him because everything he's been wanting for in his offense, it's been working and giving you a number one offense. See, people don't realize, like he the one who really wanted blue. I mean, he the one who really wanted Booker. Schottenheimer wanted Booker. How is Booker looking for us right now? Then after he got Booker, he was the one, and they quote, after we got the trade, he was the one pushing for Pickens. How is Pickens looking for you right now? When the chef asks for the ingredients, give him his exact ingredients and get out the kitchen. Get out the kitchen. Don't think you can, bro. This is our main problem with that. This is why I'll fight anybody on that saying, well, the front office and the team is gonna outlast the coach, and we're gonna have players here that don't fit the scheme. That's not a coach's problem. That is a roster turnover personnel issue. That's not on the coach. That's not here. Why are we mad that we still got Dan Quinn players? Hey Jerry, why the fuck we still got Dan Quinn players? If your whole reasoning before letting people pick or letting the coaches be in there and picking because we were left with what they had, no, that ain't the issue. The issue is this is the issue right here. Your franchise is a heavy draft and develop franchise, and once they pay those people that they love, our guys, they don't like to let them go. Donovan Wilson has outlasted 3 defensive coordinators. Tell me how. Somebody tell me how. That ain't no coach's issue. That's a front office issue. Yeah, no. That's a Jerry and Steven issue because they gave him a funky little $8 million. They feel like, well, he plays defense and he's categorized as a safety. So I know you have your scheme emphasizes safety. You gonna love Donovan Wilson? Why the fuck would I love Donovan Wilson, Steven? No, that ain't no. Oh, we drafted now. We drafted him, and this is a Dan Quinn player. He didn't take his player with him. No, you. I ain't charged of the damn roster when it's time to turn it over. You feel me? So, like, yeah, I do not agree. Respectfully, I do not agree with the Brian Broaddus and the Jeff Kavanaughs who believe that the coach shouldn't have really. I don't even want to say full autonomy. I'm just saying he should have way more autonomy than you. I think the scouts work for the coach. Yes, you're employed by the front office. I think you work for the coach. I literally do not view a scout no more than a waiter. And I'm not even talking about from the sense of like a pay. I'm just saying, think about it. You take the order and you go get the order. You go get the order. But the point is this: don't like. Would you get mad if your server changed your order up? Oh, I think you said well done, but I think you'll like it medium well, motherfucker. I said well done. That's gonna affect your tip. I like what I like. How you gonna tell me? You gonna think for me now? How you gonna? No, boy. Anybody who thinks they can think for you don't even think you capable of working your own damn brain. Right now, what's happening? Cowboy Nation don't think Schottenheimer can work his own damn brain with his offense, and that's the most like disrespecting part. That is the most disrespecting part right here. That is the most disrespecting part. Do you like Reynolds? Should I drop? Yeah, hey, look, man, I'm not really good at. I'm telling you, I'm the wrong person to be for fantasy. I'm like 10th in my league right now. You feel me? McCarthy and Quinn ain't want exactly Tuck for real. I like blue. I look, bro. Like I feel you, man. I know you like blue. Yeah, I'm not on YouTube right now. I am. Edgardo Morales. I feel you, bro. Hey, the speed, I love it. But here's my thing, bro. Like my thing is this: you were sold something that wasn't really true. Jaydon Blue is like he's barely a running back, bro. I'm a Texas fan. I'm here to tell y'all he's a weapon, bro. He's a dangerous weapon. If you get him on the wrong matchup, he will fry your ass. You feel me? But as far as handing him the ball and toting it and saying 2-3 and blue, no, that ain't him. As far as him spelling a running back and getting 15 carries and toting that thing and saying blue, no, that ain't him. He's a guy you come in there and you give him a little, a flank screen to, you know what I'm saying? You give him an outside, you know what I'm saying? Just to keep the defense honest. We've been beating them up on their chest. Now it's like, let's make them run them out to catch us. That's him. In this offense, that's him. Lou, what would be a defensive scheme this game? Zone versus man. I'll do a healthy dose. I would definitely go probably like 60, 55, 35 man. I will go mostly man on this week because I want to send pressure on this quarterback and Bo Nix. He's having a great season, or a solid season, but I feel like he still has giant flaws. A lot of their plays are yak plays into the line, so I will have my defense close into the line anyway because I want my defense in an aggressive mindset, and you can still play zone. That's why I say like a healthy dose, but I would want to play up. But here's my thing. This is why I gotta be a healthy balance. You probably gotta lean more towards the zone side. Like a lot of people, and if y'all for people on TikTok and Instagram, I put out a video on it too. Trayvon Diggs and the situation that's going with Trayvon Diggs is ugly, and the way I feel like it's leaning is very dumb on our part because people are really thinking that we're actually very much so better off without Trayvon Diggs, and that's actually a flaw, especially right now. I mean, we did good last week when playing man, and people think it's because we did not have Trayvon Diggs. And no, you played good versus man because you was going up against motherfucking Luke McCaffrey. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a preseason affair in the midst of a heated divisional battle. That doesn't qualify you moving off of a guy. And I'm not saying that Diggs is untouchable. I'm saying, bro, the problem with the Cowboys, and I explained it in my video, we suck at having fucking contingency plans. And I'm tired of us not having contingency plans. And we just want to quickly move off of a guy. We did Dez Bryant like that, who I fucking love Dez. And I was too young to actually have my voice. But best believe, y'all know how I am. I would have been calling motherfuckers out in these goddamn streets if we was getting rid of Dez, and I had my platform the way it is, and we didn't have no goddamn plan behind them. We walked motherfucking Allen Hurns and Terrence Williams and Cole Beasley out there. I would have been metaphorically slapping MFers in the street because you tired of Dez Bryant. Well, if you tired of Dez Bryant, go push for them to make a move to actually have a contingency plan in place. Besides making a third grade little girl decision because you had a hard breakup. You feel me? Have a contingency plan in place. They didn't do it for Dez. They sure ain't do it for Micah. You know what I'm saying? They really didn't do it for Zeke. We had Pollard for that season. He got hurt. Then we got rid of Pollard. So we still, you know what I'm saying? We just found out Javonte, but we still ain't learned our lesson on that. Amari Cooper. Like the Dez, I mentioned Dez because the Dez thing was so bad. You had to spend a first round pick to go get Amari Cooper. That's how dumb you look. And you think you look like if you kept Dez and actually go trade for Amari Cooper, it wouldn't even cost you a first round pick because you wouldn't be looking so damn desperate. But here in Dallas, with our front office and how our Cowboy and the fans think, we think, bro, we always thinking about budget, bro. People are already talking about if we the budget of how we can keep Pickens, bro. But they're talking about that in the midst of us losing. It's like, you feel me? And I'm not mad at you talking about that. I'm just saying, like, people like everything. It's like every move we do, everybody want to turn into a damn accountant. Everybody want to turn into an accountant. Appreciate it, Joe, coming in here. Hey, Lou, what do you think about how our defense matches against Denver's offense? Yeah, I just talked about it. It's a wild card. I really don't know how we're gonna do because they got better weapons than us. One thing I just hope our front seven leads it off and we can get pressure. If we can get pressure and come up and tackle and simplify it. Yeah, you feel me? Flat Black. I've been seeing you on my Twitter and everything like that, dog. You a weirdo, bro. You coming up here and saying the same thing, bro. Talk about I'm too wrong to be taking a victory lap. Hey, do me a favor. Because I'm not, look, bro, I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm not the motherfuckers. Stupid is not allowed in my community. I do. If you think I'm doing this shit for a sub, I would love to grow, but I ain't gonna sacrifice what I fucking believe in for you to get some shit off. Get your ass out my motherfucking, I ain't playing with your motherfucking ass, bro. Because I saw your ass on Twitter saying that same shit. Muted your ass. You didn't catch the fucking drift. Motherfucker didn't catch a hint. Man, hey, I can't stand motherfuckers sometimes coming in here. My bad. I'm just making sure. I think stuff is reloading or something. We still live. But yeah, I think it's I'm gonna get up out of here. Oh yeah, I mean, I can talk about this. Yeah, because so on the Diggs thing, it's seeming like they really finna get rid of him, which is gonna be dumb. I really do not agree with it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do not agree with it at all. Because once again, he's out. There's when Brian Shanahan was asked about it today, it seems like he's gonna be out again. And So like this is the thing. We make such dumb decisions, bro. Where else you live at, Lou? um, no, I'm in. No, this is what I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm here in Dallas. Yeah, I don't know why I can't see it over here on this end. This thing always messing up. But like they seem like they not finna. Yeah, I'm saying another trade with no backup plan, and like that's another thing. Like people, the propagandas people be showing throughout the week. Like Overshawn was a part of it this week. He talking about I was wearing a knee brace. Best believe it's an accessory and it's not for medical purposes. And people over here believing this say, see, and people talking about with Savon Ravel that he's not looking okay with that knee brace on. Y'all can't ever read between the lines. It's ridiculous. I can't think for y'all, bro. I really can't. People can think how they think, but dog, come on, dog. A knee brace has to be medically cleared to even wear it to begin with. You're talking to somebody who played D1 offensive line, and we were required. You had to go to the medical staff and actually be like, okay, they got to fit this on and everything like that. You know, or whatever platforms you live on. Oh, X, TikTok, yeah, I'm on it all. Facebook, all of it. I'm really on TikTok. I be posting videos on Instagram. I'm growing as hell on Instagram too. But yeah, I'm live on TikTok right now. We're doing something different. I think about going live later today, but I'm not gonna do that no more. I don't care about doing a pre thing. It's just, you know what I'm saying. I got work to do, so it don't matter. What was I saying? I believe Dallas is. I believe they are too. I refuse to admit it. They trying, but oh, that's what I was talking about, the knee brace stuff. Because people thinking like that talking about that Savon Ravel is not, it don't really mean them. Y'all, bro, y'all be I play offensive line, bro. You have to get we had to wear it all season. And before we got going on, we had to go on the training staff and they had to like clear it and everything like that, dog. You couldn't just wake up and be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna put on a knee brace today." No, and then I'm not stupid, Overshawn. I'm not stupid, Ravel. I see what type of knee brace it's y'all got on. Y'all got on a knee brace that's literally for like it's for stability in your damn knee when you're making huge cuts and everything like that. Dog, it's crazy, bro. Like, dog. I know everybody ain't played football. I know. But damn, some of the stuff we believe as a nation. What? Like people really out here believing that knee brace ain't for real? What you mean? What? No, man. Like, I'm sorry. And then shout out the boss. He played DB. He said, bro, you got a knee brace on as a cornerback? Man, you gonna get bombed on. And I believe him. Because you know why I believe him? Well, one thing I noticed, because they made us wear it in college. One thing you notice from college offensive linemen to NFL offensive linemen, they don't wear knee braces in the NFL. And I always wonder why. It's because, I had it on. I took mine off in the middle of the season too. That shit slows you down. A knee brace will slow you the hell down because you got something heavy as hell on your knee, and you always gotta readjust it and make sure it's good, bro. That shit is gonna slow you down, bro. That shit is gonna slow you down. And we over here trying to sell to the nation that Savon Ravel is going to replace Diggs. And every time I talk to me, oh, Diggs be giving up this play right here. He ain't never been the same. Oh, he ain't. Like, bro, y'all don't watch the film. Y'all just remember the plays he gave up. Yeah, he gave up a touchdown here, but what did he do for the rest of the game? Everybody else be getting bombed on too. I don't hear y'all say nothing about that. And this is my thing, like, oh, I want to get rid of Diggs because he don't look like his old self. Bro, that's not when somebody gets hurt, that's not how you evaluate your roster. How you know if somebody's expendable when they get hurt is if the guy behind, is he still better than the guy behind him? He's still better than the guy behind him. Diggs is still better than Bland. How I know? Somebody call up DK Metcalf. Deron Bland is shivering in his goddamn boots. Deron Bland, he has clear warts. He's not ready. He's not going to lead off this room. And he's injury ridden too. He ain't injured right now, but dog, he injured both his feet, right? That boy he out there covering with 2 left feet, and we just so comfortable as a nation. Like, ooh, just get off Diggs. Ooh, I'm tired of Diggs. Ooh, I'm tired of Diggs. Get off Diggs, bro. I'm like, all right, dog. I can't with y'all. I mean, all the corners been playing lackluster. You know why all the corners been playing lackluster? Let me tell you why. Because you had a bunch of man corners, and you had a coordinator guy here who played the highest percentage of zone ever seen in the league, and the highest percentage of zone that he's ever played. But you got a bunch of man corners. Elam came over here, literally, he was over here bashing the Buffalo Bills, saying that, oh, I didn't fit them. They ran a lot of zone. Man corner. We know Bland is a man corner. We know Diggs is a man. It's people who don't believe Diggs is a man corner. It's people who don't believe Diggs is a primarily man corner. It's crazy. Like the whole thing, that's like what made Diggs get all them picks. He was playing out of phase. It's crazy. Savon Ravel is a man corner. He's not a zone corner. Tell you that right now. I saw it in his film. He in zone, he was not getting deep enough in his hook to flats and everything like that. What saved him is he's an extra long ass corner. He got long ass arms, so he was able to pick shit off when he wasn't even really supposed to do it. He's a man corner. Thing is, he's a man corner, but he got a big ass knee brace on. And if you playing man, bro, you got a knee brace on. I don't trust you, bro, for 60 reps. I don't. Kalen Carson, man, we know Kalen Carson is a man corner. We got 8 corners on our roster. They all man corners, y'all. Actually, the only man zone corner we probably got is Reddy. I think Reddy is probably better than him in zone. Better in zone. But even then, he was giving us some shit in zone. So he may be a man corner too. Because he want to come up and tackle. So I may be wrong with that. We got a bunch of man corners, but your D coordinator looked everybody dead in their face, said we finna play zone. For what? You feel me? Facts, smack. Like we got nothing but man corners, and this is why when we make conspiracies and people are like, oh, Lou, that can't be right. You got a roster full of man corners, and your D coordinator who's zone, but he ain't never played as much zone in his life. Somebody else, something else is amiss. You can't, dog. A roster full of man corners, and we playing a historic amount of zone. Something else is in the mix. And that's what I did in the video. I tied it all together. How all that, bro, that what they did, man. Like, bro, like some people don't understand the ugliness with the Cowboys and how some of this stuff is actually targeted, and the Cowboys will actually throw games to get rid of somebody. People not really admit that. You know what I'm saying? All I can do is show you the evidence. I'll tell you that right now. Mr. McDay's all he said. Revel is a shutdown. I did a breakdown on him. He is very good in man. He ain't no shutdown. I'm gonna tell you that for sure because he got terrible fucking hips. I loved him coming out. He got terrible hips. That's one thing y'all are not gonna lie to me about. He got terrible hips. I saw it in his film. See, I already know what they're gonna do. See, these offensive coordinators, they smart. They're gonna put him in their bunch tight set, and they're gonna run some type of switch concept or rub concept because he's horrible at tracking. He ain't no guy that can get real sticky across the formation like that. You know what I'm saying? His hips, he's a bigger corner for one. Like he's big as shit. He's like 162. He's a big ass corner, and his hips. I love him coming out because I love his aggressiveness coming down here. But Revel's Revel hips is a very big question mark. It's a very big question mark. You feel me? Like so. Something has to get. Everything is tied into politics. Yeah, and people really don't understand that, bro. Like until we get rid of that, until we get rid of the politics, people don't even believe that the Joneses be coaching. And I'm not saying that they drawing up plays every week. I'm saying if you are suggesting one thing in the room and it makes its way to the film, you're coaching. That's all I'm saying. Well, people think when I say coaching that they drawing a whole. No, I'm saying they have influence of what happens on the field. It's called politics. People really don't believe this happens in sports. In basketball, it really happens. Like Don't let it be your contract year. You're not gonna get the ball. You're not gonna get a lot of looks, and people can control that. The coach can control that. And when you're a receiver, they can control what your targets. Cole Beasley said that, man, that when he was here, brother, like, hey, man, when somebody make a call, you're not getting the ball. Like, people really don't understand that how politics really work. Like, people think we do everything that's conducive to winning. No, if we do things, if the Cowboys truly did things that all are conducive to winning, we would have been close. I wouldn't say we would have a Super Bowl, but I'll tell you right now, we'd be a whole lot damn closer. If they really let winning be a priority, but winning ain't a priority here. The budget's the priority here. Put on a show is a priority here, and it's here in Dallas. And I'm gonna tell you the whole thing with the front office. They are about doing the least amount of work possible of getting the most ROI. That's why we gotta cause a ruckus for them to move. If we don't cause no ruckus, there is no Pickens. If we don't cause no ruckus, Kellen Moore is our head coach. If we don't cause no ruckus, like there's certain things. If we don't cause no ruckus, I'm telling you, if they could and put this shit on autopilot, they would. Especially Steven. And Steven, I wouldn't call him lazy, but I will tell him this. He's admitted. I tell you, let people talk long enough, they'll tell you your whole life story. Steven's admitted, bro. He will not move unless the money talks. That is somebody who's not trying to work. Boy, ooh wee. See? Hey, is it Berto Tears? Boy, if they was truly about winning, we have both Micah and Kenny Clark right now. They could have got Kenny Clark with some picks, straight up, and we would have traded. See, here's the thing, and I was gonna talk about this, the big what if, because everybody talk about. And shout out to B-Bird, shout out to the all OGs and everything like that, because they always been said that was a dumb move of what we did when getting Pickens. Not the dumb move of getting Pickens. The dumb move was getting Pickens and then telling him to bet on himself. It was a very dumb move on our part. We should have got Pickens and paid him immediately. That's an all-in move. You got Pickens, have a contract that's between $23 and $27 million per year, and send him out there. But people, they ran with the story of, oh, he's a cancer, make him earn it and everything like that. I see that. That's the one thing I will listen to my OGs and I agree with. Sometimes you need to project. And we should have projected this. We was already projecting them Dak was going to have an MVP season. If you let Jay Tuck was telling about it, and you had people calling in on his shit and everything like that, saying, oh, Dak ain't finna have an MVP season. Really? Have you been paying attention? This damn coaching staff that Shotty constructed on the offensive side, them getting and solidifying the offensive line, you adding Pickens, and you having just a adequate run game, and you didn't think Dak was going to have an MVP season, and if you didn't think Dak was going to have an MVP season, you should have known that getting George Pickens was going to make that happen, and that George Pickens was going to eat like butter on toast, like me on Thanksgiving and Christmas. Like, if you didn't think he was going to eat, that was very dumb on our part to bet on that. That was a dumb move on our part. Really, I'm gonna be honest with you, because now he's gonna rack up, probably get to 1,400 yards, come to the table, and he's gonna want that money. And you're gonna be like, fuck you for, nigga. What you for? You betted on him in the midst of. And this is what I don't get, because we're so prideful of what we have. That's why we don't go for free agents. We over here like, oh, this is Dallas and everything like that. Dog, you didn't think that Dak was finna go crazy with Pickens? Dak went crazy with Brandon Cooks. Jason, boy, hey. Even if I don't think we may be contenders, I'm gonna tell you right now, I will be shooting from the heavens. Everybody who even agrees with this shit right here, because boy, it's a part of our fan base. They will actually get behind it. I will shoot this down so damn fast. That man is coaching high school. He coaching against the school I played in high school. Boy, he ain't backwards shit. That's the. If we was truly doing stuff to win, we would interview more than just Schottenheimer. and a couple of throwaway coaches. The way the Cowboys do business, everything with every step, they are every step the Cowboys make, they are literally thinking in their mind and wishing to not take another step. They want to be the lazy. They I'm telling you, if they could put this shit on auto control and we won't see Jerry again, he'll have like a hologram of him coming and appearing, and they just sit back and rake all the money and make a couple of moves. But they will, bro. They will. They do not want to work, bro. They want to do the least amount of work possible and spend the least amount of money possible. That's not conducive to winning. But when people hear that, they don't think that also encompasses them of messing with the money. Like they'll if they don't want Pickens to make that money, or this probably was the original plan. Like they were betting on Pickens and thinking Pickens wasn't gonna ball out as much. They were probably influencing more targets to CD. That's why CD the first game was that target share was wild. I think Pickens only had like 5 targets, and CD had like 15. Sit back and just watch the whole chessboard, bro. Sometimes you got to take a step back when your enemy is moving like real radical and everything like that, dog, bro. You got to sit back and be like, why are you moving like this? I got to sit back and see everything. What's going on over here? What can happen over here? What's going on over here? What can happen over here? That's what I mean when I say sit back and take. You gotta sit back and just play out the moves in front of you and see. And I guarantee you got to reverse engineer this shit sometimes. But I mean, my dream is, my dream right now is to get Cowboy Nation to see that. Because the moment Cowboy Nation see that, they can never sit back and put this shit on autopilot again. Because people don't really believe that we as a nation have power over them. No, dog. And it's more than just us not buying shit. I'm telling you right now, the reason why they making moves and they make moves to begin with, they trying to keep them ticket sales for the whole season. And once they register that last little bit, they made a profit, it stops. But if we come out and we ask and injuries happen, but we would sell them tickets so quickly, and nobody would be in there. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good, man. I appreciate you. You said Wandale Robinson, Kraft, Dobbs got to sit one. But y'all be coming to me with fantasy. I tell you I'm the wrong one. Kraft. I'm sitting Wandale if I'm you. I'm starting Dobbs and Kraft. I'm sitting down Wandale. But I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably be giving. Look, bro, I need to worry about my own fantasy. Y'all ever trying to get fantasy questions from me? I need to worry about my own fantasy. Please build the defense from the defensive line on back. Without a pass rusher, our secondary looks non-existent. That's why I think that's the number one need of this team, man. Shout out to John Price on Instagram, bro. That is the number one need on this team. That is definitely the number one need on this team. I think I always said it. I think people keep saying, "Oh, what about safety? What about linebacker, bro?" You don't need safety. You don't need linebacker. It's not a need. What you have back there can last you to the off season, and you can fix it in the off season. Those are not crying. Those are not desperate needs. Your desperate need that you need to be looking for is an edge. You need an edge. You need a pass rusher. And I think, and this is why I'm gonna call. Listen, we need to have that film session. We need to find the Amari Cooper of pass rushers. What I mean by that is somebody who's balling out of control. It's going to probably look to get sold, but if they balling out of control, but if they had this spotlight, everybody would know their name. You feel me? Somebody like that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's somebody like that in the music industry? You know, y'all know somebody like that. If y'all know they make good music, but if they just had the right marketing team behind them, everybody would know their name and they'll blow up crazy like that. To me, all face value, without looking at the film, I believe that's Bradley Chubb. Something tells me it's Bradley Chubb. Something tells, because I remember when him coming out, I love his film. And I just know he's just been dealing with injury, but I feel like he's still a dog. He can still come over here. That's what I really think like that. If I was originally pushing for Max Crosby, I don't think it's going to happen. Only because I don't think it's going to happen because of the cap hit to the appreciate Tuck and Boss for showing me that cap hit for the Raiders, for them They should eat that. I ain't gonna lie. They should eat 70 million. I would. I mean, you suck, bro. Y'all built it wrong. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, maybe with another loss, they will actually admit that, but I don't think they will. And they just built that stadium. They self, they doing like the Clippers and shit, trying to keep somebody in the, keep butts in the seats. So they got to have a star to sell to everybody. But this what I'm saying. All these trash. I still want Henderson too, but the damn Bengals really think they can do something right now. You know what I'm saying? No, you saying what is Bradley Chubb? So Bradley Chubb, I know for sure he's on the end of his rookie contract, but I can look it up for you over the cap. This is 2020. Okay, he has a. So his cap hit right now, his cap number is 12 million. If they get rid of him, it's only 36 million in dead cap for them. But then next year is 23 million in dead cap. I think that's you know what I'm saying? This is something. Well, actually, I think this is not a rookie deal. This ain't a rookie deal, right? When was he drafted? He's 29. Hell no. He's in the contract. Perfect. That's how the Cowboys love it. They love people in the contract. Never mind. Shit. This is actually perfect. We just need to confirm it with the film if he's still really good. That's perfect. Boom. And you can still draft the edge in the draft this year. You don't have to go in, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You ain't gotta go in fiending for somebody. I don't know what you spelling out, bro. I'm somewhere with that. Yeah, but so his contract numbers are. Let me show it. All right, let me not screen share. Bradley Chubb. What can y'all see? Why did it do it like that? Why did it do it like that? All right, that's a little better. Let's zoom in. Let me see what y'all can see. Yeah, so $54 million is his contract value over 1, 2, 3, 4 years. Cap number is 12. He counting 12 million against the cap right now, which is only 4%. This is the part where it's not where what's his name? Max Crosby. The reason why Max Crosby not gonna work. This is only 36 million and 23 million. I think they can eat that. 50 million. It may be only 36 if they trade him right now. I think they will eat that in dead cap. That's more doable. And you know what? I would send a first round pick in a fourth of them, not just for him, for this other guy. I want him. I want a 2-for-1 from them. I want a 2-for-1 from him. I want him and I was in the first and the third to them for him and Ollie Gordon. Maybe attach. I'll give him a player or two. I'll give him a player or two. I'll get him TJ Bass. That's the trade that fixes the Cowboys. Bradley Chubb and Ollie Gordon. I'll send a first to them for them. I'll send a mid-round pick for them, and I'll send a player. I think the one thing they need is linemen, in my opinion, because that's what they're gonna be trying to draft anyway. I'll get them a guard. I'll get them TJ Bass. Because TJ Bass is really good. He's a starting caliber type, player in this league. They'll appreciate it, bro. They know our linemen can start anywhere. Look at Tyler Biotis. Look at Connor. What's his name? I've forgotten his last name for the Bills. Our linemen are valuable here in Dallas. You feel me? I would take that. Exactly. Like I want Gordon. I think I don't know why people. Why does the front office never think of that? Like I won't go. Why not ask? I would literally ask him how untouchable Ollie Gordon is. You finna get ready to blow it up? Go draft another one. And Bro. I'm right. They need to trade him as well because dude may get fired. Connor McGovern. Appreciate it, dog. Connor McGovern is I'm not Connor McGovern. Their head coach may get fired, bro. So the offensive identity is right there. I'm looking at the Dolphins because they are definitely a fire sale team. They finna fire sale that thing. I think the Jets finna fire sale that thing. But I think the trade that fixes the Cowboys, you fix it in one trade to the Dolphins. I would need to like really iron it out, see the value, but just off first bat, I would send them a first rounder for Bradley Chubb and Ollie Gordon. If they want more, I'll send like a future mid round and a player. I might be overdoing it, but that's the type I'm at right now. You walk out of there with a running back that I won't look. I won't bug you about running back no more. I won't bug you about running back no more because I'm trying to fix this problem forever. I'm not trying to really, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to really mess with running back ever again. And I think, to me, I think Ollie Gordon was Schottenheimer's guy because it's perfect. Bradley Chubb, I think Bradley Chubb is the Amari Cooper of DNs right now. Somebody who's balling, you know what I'm saying, but nobody knows about because he ain't got enough, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna confirm it with the film. You know what I'm saying? I would throw in a lineman with it because I'm because we got to overstock at lineman, bro. We got to overstock at offensive lineman, bro. Overstock. We ain't got Rob Jones on IR, which they're former offensive lineman, but I feel like we got Brock Hoffman, we got TJ Bass. I'm not touching Nate Thomas. I think Nate Thomas can play left guard, left tackle, right guard, right tackle. That's why I am doing a Ashton Richards part two. This is part of my thinking reason why they got rid of Ashton Richards because they looked at and they saw Nate Thomas. He can play them all, and that's how I'm looking right now. I love TJ Bass, but if you get us what we need for this season, dog, go ahead. And I think Bradley Chubb, we're gonna have to confirm it with the film. But I think I will literally go in there and buy one. You know what I'm saying? Buy one, get two, buy two, get one free. That's what I'm looking at right now. Maybe with my pick, I will tell them to add in a pick swap for like a 6th round. Maybe it's even like that. But y'all tell me. I may actually put that trade scenario on Twitter. I think I love that. F those picks. We need to go in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I didn't even really, you know what I'm saying? I left Jerry Jones and them three first rounders. They good. They good. Me feel me? I got you 2 players. That's y'all been wanting. Y'all want to save some money so bad. I got you 2 players. You feel me? You feel me? You said Ollie Gordon from the city? FWT. What city Ollie Gordon? Let me see where Ollie Gordon from. He from Fort Worth? Bring his ass home. Oh yeah. I didn't know he was from Fort Worth. That's what you meant by Fort. We should have said DFW or something, boy. We put that in there. I was like FWT. We from Fort Worth. Oh yeah, man. That's it. That's the trade I'm pushing for, man. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh yeah. It's over. That's it, y'all. I'm finna end it off there. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Boy, hell yeah. No, we're gonna have to, yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. I agree. I appreciate y'all, man, for coming, man, on this live, man. Let me talking on this, you know what I'm saying? Fan radio wants Diggs gone for foolish reasons. Furthermore, wise. you funny enough, they shouted us out the other day. They was like, "Oh, there's some people caping for Diggs, talking about Diggs was right and everything like that." How much of a homer could you be? And I'm like, our defense just looks so much better in that game. I'm like, bro, y'all so damn leaving out context, bro. I'm telling you right now, this is for everybody. Anybody that lies to you and continues to lie to you, bro, do what you will with that. I wouldn't trust them. They just taking advantage of you, bro. But I appreciate everybody for coming in here. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, come to the YouTube. I got other platforms, as y'all can see. Follow me on all of it, man. On hold on, I had a whole ticker. I need to. Yeah, here, boom. Follow me on all the socials right here. Lou Takes, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. All LOU Takes, LOU.takes. If y'all just now seeing it, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna do a preview of the game because I want to get to this film. I'm finna get on the phone right now because I want to get to this film about this player because I think this is the perfect trade for us, and we're gonna probably have to start pushing it. Appreciate everybody, man. Until next time, peace.